Good afternoon, students. Today we are going to look at forms in which cells exist, and we are going to focus our interest on filament and colony. Okay, cells, as we already know in the previous video, exist in four different forms. Okay, cells exist in form of independent organism such as amoeba, euglena, paramecium, chlamydomonas. Then cells also exist in colony. In colony, okay, cells exist in colony whereby group of unicellular cells that cannot exist on their own, that cannot be independent, are collectively held together by cytoplasmic strand. Okay, and this is seen in Volvox, Eudorina, and Candorina. Okay, the cells also exist in filaments. Okay, as seen in Spirogyra and Zygnema, cells are attached end to end. They bind up end to end. Okay, and that makes the cell to become multicellular. Okay, alright. The cell is also found as part of a living organisms. Okay, this is the case of all the multicellular organisms that have different numbers of cells in them. Okay, so a group of cells exist in another living organism. Okay, as parts that contribute to life. Okay, and then that is where group of cells give rise to tissues. Tissues give rise to organ, and organ forms system. Okay, so today we are going to concentrate our interest on filament and colony. Difference between the filament and colony, as I explained it before. Volvox, as we have on the whiteboard. Okay, these include masses of cells that are held together by protoplasmic strand. These cells, as you see inside this box, cannot exist on their own. They are dependent of one another, and that is why they are held together by cytoplasmic strand. And in these cells, intercellular wall is typically absent. Okay, so the structure that plays the role of the cell wall or the cell membrane is the protoplasmic strand that protect the masses of cells together, and these cells make use of flagella for movement. Okay, alright. This is Volvox, but some other cells that exist in this form are Eudorina and Pandorina. Then here we have Spirogyra, as we see here at this side of the board. The Spirogyra, as you see, are arranged end to end. It continues as another cells. Okay, and here we have intercellular wall that separates these cells. Okay, the cells are independent of one another. Okay, it's just that they are held together, arranged end to end. And when cells are arranged end to end, as you can see on the whiteboard, you can now say that the cells exist as filaments. Now, let's look at some cellular structures we have in Spirogyra. Here is nucleus. Okay, nucleus controls all the cellular activities of the cell. Then here we have chloroplast, which is the responsible. This guy here, the chloroplast, is responsible for photosynthesis since it contains the green pigment, which is chlorophyll. Okay, now inside the chloroplast here we have the pyrenoid. Pyrenoid is responsible for storage of starch. Okay, then vacuole. I told you before in our last video that vacuole in the plant cell is larger in size than the nucleus. Okay, now vacuole here is responsible for storage of food, because of course we don't have contractile vacuole in the plant cell. Down here is the cell wall that maintains the shape, that protects the cell. Okay, now we are going to concentrate again on difference between the colonial organisms and filamentous organisms. As you can see here, filamentous organisms possess intercellular wall, okay, which is typically present. Then, intercellular wall is absent in colonial organisms. I've explained that before. Okay, we have cell wall. You see, these are the cell wall between each individual cells. Okay, now between each individual cells here, there is no cell wall, and that is why intercellular wall is absent in colonial organism. Okay, and the structure that functions as the cell wall is the protoplasmic strand. Okay, then identical cells are arranged end to end. That is the arrangement of the cells. They are piled up end to end, and when cells exist in this form, you say that the cell exists as filaments. Here, identical cells are held together by protoplasmic strand that makes it look like a ball. The cells are collectively held together by protoplasmic strand. Okay, the cells are not dependent of one another. Do you understand? Individual cells don't need another cell for its survival. It can exist, it can play the key functional role for their survival by themselves without the benefit of the other one. It's just that the way they are arranged make them to exist as filaments. Then here, individual cells cannot exist alone. Okay, and by doing so, you cannot say that cells are dependent of one another physiologically. Hence, there is divisions of level. Okay, each cells have roles to play for all of them to survive. Okay, all of them have roles to play for their survival collectively. Okay, then we have examples of cells that exist as filaments. We have Spirogyra, we have Colonial and Zygnema. Then the cell that exists as colonial organisms here are Ludorina, Pandorina, and Volvox. Okay, so this is all we have for today. Thank you for your support. Okay, please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you and God bless you.